That's not the best way of going live. Oh my gosh. Hello. Um, the wedding banquet. The wedding banquet 2025. So what was I going to say about it? I've just watched it this evening and I loved it. It was pretty awesome film. Watched it late afternoon today with a friend, and it stars Angela Chen. It stars Kelly Marie Tran playing Angela Chen, Lily Gladstone from Killers of the Flower Moon 2023, who plays Lee, Chris, Bowen Yang, who plays Chris, and Han Ji Chan, who plays Min. And so um, there's two lesbians and two gay men, and they're living as neighbours. Well, the um, the two gay guys, they live in the main house, and there's a guest house, and they get on. They're good friends. The two women want to start a family. In particular, Lee, she wants to become a mother, so she's now trying IVF, whilst Angela's character, her mother is quite, I would say, fairly supportive, but a bit awkward in some ways. She's making it all about her. She's like, she's involved in PFLAG, which is the Parents and Friends advocacy group. It's sort of for lesbian and gay and LGBTQIA plus. I think it's for supportive of everyone, for friends and families of all of LGBTQIA plus. Now, not everyone else is out with their family, so we have Min, who is Korean. He's living in America, but his parents, I think, have died. But his grandma is she's financing things, and she's allowed him 7 years, but now she wants to encourage him into the family business to take it on, and so she wants him back in Korea. But he wants to stay. Min wants to stay with Chris because they're a couple, and so he proposes to Chris, and that doesn't go that well. And so there's a lot of tension between the two couples because the IVF doesn't work out and the marriage proposal doesn't work out. And then Min has the idea of proposing to Angela, I think. Yeah. So there's all this sort of oh gosh, what is it? No, it's to Lee. I think I'm just trying to think because the grandmother is Min's grandmother, Ya Young, and Ya Young, and um, she unexpectedly travels over from Korea, and so they they have a few mi they have about 45 minutes to de-queer the house, and that reminds me of a scene in spoiler alert, 2022, where, in that case, a gay couple, uh, have to suddenly try and, clear up their home of all the trappings of their gay lifestyle. And here, um, similarly, they're trying to clear the house of, lesbian literature and anything that might give a clue to the grandmother, that, they're part of the LGBTQIA+ community. And there's a lot of fear of the homophobia that might be coming their way, that might cut them off from money. There's all the disapproving. I mean, oh gosh, one thing I noticed that Elliot Page's book was removed along with posters and all sorts of stuff. All the other books, all taken to be hidden in the guest house. And there's this lavender style marriage, that they want to convince, Min's grandmother, um, is going to happen. And again, that is very similar to what happens in spoiler alert. But there's this, like, "Oh, hi, honey, I'm home," this sort of very, they're they're trying very hard to assume a sort of heteronormativity, and there's a lot of humor all the way through this film, but there's also poignancy as well. I mean, just at the moment, there's an awful lot of distress because the way LGBTQIA people are being pressurized not to be themselves, to actually hide more. I mean, in the UK with the Supreme Court judgment, but in the US because of all these executive orders, and some of them have been challenged. But there's so much, and it's, uh, pretty awful, I think. It's just so sad, and, so there's quite a lot happening in this film, and I I loved it. I mean, what happens towards the end is there's this wedding and, with a meal, and hence the title, the wedding banquet, um, and all um, there's still a lot of loveliness throughout the film, but towards the end, I found myself crying as well. I mean, it's very touching, I think. Um, and I'm gonna score it 9 out of 10. I I don't suppose you'd be that surprised. It's really out there, another great LGBTQIA+ themed film, and I'm always happy to see films like this, and I hope they can be made because I imagine there's gonna be, I mean, there's pressure now. This, there's going to be, or there's a suggestion of 100% tariffs on films, um, not made in the USA. So much uncertainty in the world right now, and we're just over a third of the way through 2025. We've had 3.5 months, um, of the current regime, and things are really uncertain. We've only had a few weeks since the Supreme Court judgment. and there's a lot of uncertainty in the UK. And I really like, the distraction of films, and of course, for me, a film like this is distracting in one way because it's fictionalized, and yet there's the hard, cold reality of, the real life impacts of homophobia and the whole transphobia of LGBTQIA plus phobia, the um, rhetoric, the awful rhetoric. So there's a lot um, to think about in this film. I thought it was great. I really um, was glad to see it. I'd love to know what you think if you've seen it. And thanks for watching. Please like if you like this review. Please let me know your thoughts on this format because I'm not editing, I'm going straight to live stream. Uh, don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to watch it later. I think I might be able to edit it a bit, but how much I edit it, I'm not sure. And whether I can add screen caps from the trailer as I did before. But it's a new experiment. Let me know your thoughts. Um, Thanks for subscribing if you do. Please hit that notification button. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.